As per the custom of the day, ships would fire their guns when saluting or signaling others, and since live ammunition was used, this sometimes resulted in injury or death. This was the case with the ill-fated Lady Hughes and, as recorded by the Americans, the captain and some gentlemen who had dined with him on board were saluted by the ship, on taking leave, in doing which, unfortunately, one of the Chinese in the Mandarin sampan alongside was killed, and 2 others injured. The crewman who fired the gun did not intend any harm, but the Chinese authorities demanded he be turned over for Chinese justice. Fearing for the gunner's safety, the English refused and sparked a conflict which involved all the foreigners at Canton, including the newly arrived Americans. The Chinese authorities were adamant about the Lady Hughes gunner being turned over and ordered the head of the British East India Company in Canton, W.H. Pigu, to do so, or have a substitute stand in his place. Unfortunately, Pigu had no authority over the Lady Hughes as she was considered a country ship, an English ship which operated between countries within Asia, and his authority was limited. After 2 days of negotiations, the Chinese unexpectedly announced the affair finished and there would be no further trouble about it. Taken by surprise by what happened next, Sam Shaw inscribed in his journal, "Everyone thought the matter finished, till experience once more convinced them that there is no trusting the Chinese." Pankakoa, the head of the Kohong, sent for Mr. George Smith, supercargo of the Lady Hughes, as if it were on business, to come to his house, where he was immediately seized by a guard and conveyed into the city. Then, on Saturday, the 27th of November, about 10 o'clock in the forenoon, a general alarm was spread among the foreigners at Canton. In consequence of the Chinese having seized the person of Mr. Smith, the Chinese then placed warships in the river, but it was judged expedient that a boat should be ordered from every ship, with an armed force, for the protection of the persons and the property of the respective nations, until the matter should be resolved. With this in mind, 2 boats slipped past the Chinese blockade and made their way down river to Whampoa, where they carried orders for all foreign ships to send whatever military aid they could to the besieged foreign community at Canton. On the evening of November 27th, the first shots were fired as reinforcements broke through the Chinese blockade and landed men and weapons at the foreign sector of Canton. In their zeal, all the foreigners, including the Americans, then unanimously decided to make this struggle a common cause, and as such to support it. Learn more in the book, First Effort: The Beginning of U.S.-China Relations, now in paperback on Amazon. Buy it now, it makes a great gift for any patriotic American interested in American history.